Hi everyone, Tom Baker is my name. I'm the commercial manager with Munster Bovine, and I'm here today with Dennis Howard, who's a vet and also the technical manager with Munster Bovine. And we're just going to have a discussion around perhaps the what guys need to be doing to achieving high submission rates within their herds. We're now just gone over 2 weeks. We're 15-16 days into breeding, and I suppose, Dennis, what do you see as the sort of what do guys need to be achieving within a 3-week period?
Yeah, I suppose that magic figure for submission rate is 90% of eligible cows now, Tom. So cows that were eligible calved long enough at the start of the breeding season to be bred. So what are we, day 14 or 15 at the moment? So you're talking, we should be getting close to 70% of the cows bred at this stage of the eligible cows. Yeah.
Okay. And if there's guys that haven't hit those targets yet, have you any advice for them?
Yeah, sure. It's been a very challenging year weather-wise, and trying to get cows out and trying to keep cows well fed. So if you're behind target, I suppose it can be two things really. So the cows were cycling and coming bulling, but they weren't being picked up. So it was hard enough at times there to pick up cows with weather and all the rest of it. Or the other thing is that they actually didn't come bulling, that they weren't cycling and they didn't come bulling. So they're the two things. And I suppose as we come on then to the end of the 3 weeks or the end of the 24 days, I think it's all about identifying those cows that haven't been bred at that stage.
What are the best, in your opinion, best forms of heat aids, like for heat detection?
Sure, I suppose in a herd for the first 3 weeks, anyway, in a herd of 60 cows plus, sure, it's hard to beat tail paint. Obviously, some people now have moved to technology recently, but in the absence of that, it's hard to beat tail paint. So clean rumps, clipped if necessary, a nice neat strip of tail paint that you actually want it to be rubbed off. You don't want to be looking at it, you want it to come off. And then we were just talking before, Tom, you made a great point of changing the colour as you go along for the first 3 weeks. So anything that's bred then has a different colour, which makes identifying the cows that haven't been bred much easier. Yeah.
Yes, I think that's simple, but can be very effective. Like in picking out the cows, then you know the cows that are not bred at that stage.
Yeah, and the cows to watch. Yeah,
absolutely. And what would you do with these cows then at that stage? Let's say we're at the 3 weeks. 3 weeks have gone. We've gone through one full cycle. Yeah,
I think there's a real opportunity there to actually identify these cows, get them in, get them examined. You know, so when we call your vet at that stage, the first thing is to check out, are they normal inside, are they clean, have they cycled or haven't they cycled. Check out their body condition score, because that can be a factor if they're struggling body condition score wise. And maybe even at that stage there's the possibility of putting them on once a day if you really want to retain them in the herd and give them a bit of a boost energy wise. And I suppose the other thing then is actually intervention with those animals at that stage. So guided by your vet, but I suppose one good option is the fixed time AI program at that stage, to put those bunch of animals on it, and they'll be bred 10 days later, which will actually bring up your submission rate then at that point to 100% when those animals get bred.
Yes, and like a lot of people will maybe, and I think they're sceptical of using these programs, but the reality is that at least you're kick-starting them, these ladies. They mightn't even hold the first time, but at least once there's a good chance the second time.
You could argue, give them time, or but I suppose the one thing about our system, like, time is not on our side. So, and I know the program, it takes 10 days, but I suppose at the end of those 10 days, you're guaranteed to get a straw into them and a fighting chance of a pregnancy.
Yeah.